victory out on that field. It's the Chargers going up against the Texans. With that, we're off to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle as we've got a good one in store between the San Diego Chargers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the kicker, Nick Novak, to get us started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Chargers, all the tough losses that they've had this year. So many close games. Get a peek at Phillip Rivers. 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions coming off their bye week.
And no matter how a season unfolds, every game that I see Phillip Rivers play, you see the passion just come out of him and the will to win. He doesn't care what the record is. So I would tell everyone in the AFC West, beware down the stretch. Phillip Rivers comes to play.
Second-year man, it's Melvin Gordon, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This offensive unit, often they rely on the sure-handed Antonio Gates.
We know all about his basketball background, but his football acumen, one of the best tight ends in the league.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans take possession. Here come the Houston Texans on offense in Brock Osweiler, fresh off their trip to Mexico City. It was a closer trip for them than it was for their counterparts, the Raiders, coming from California. But neat to see the game down there, wasn't it?
It was, and especially the reception. When you talk about what happens in that stadium normally with their great passion for soccer, to see that translate to the NFL, that was a big deal.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop it, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever. But sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
And a first carry here for Jonathan Grimes. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So here now the former Charger kicker beaten out by Andrew Lambo a year ago. This is Nick Novak from the left hash. This from 46. And Novak's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Whoosh. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Second down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Surveying the field. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
3 yards to go here on second down. On the counter, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Now Osweiler, caught here by Griffin. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Novak's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-half field goals now for a guy who, and you hate to give him the tag a journeyman, but it's fair to say, Charles, he's been around in his career.
Yeah, it's more half-leg will travel for him. He is a guy that's bounced around a bit, but he can still stroke him when called upon, just as he did right there.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is taken at the 3. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to loft one. Deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 70 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's James. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. Now 4th down. On 4th down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Lechler. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Second down, Rivers. Finding time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Play fake, Rivers. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out comes Houston. They begin with a run by Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Well, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On first and 10, it's Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Offense lining up first and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Miller. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. It's Miller, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 40 yards. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch. And
this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I was fortunate enough to see Melvin Gordon throughout his college career. And what I liked the most about him, he always added something to his game. He went from being what I called a gimmick runner, a lot of jet sweeps and things of that nature, to being a full-time 3-down back who can make big plays at any time.
Big plays indeed from Kenosha, Wisconsin. High school teammate of...
Say it.
Trey Waynes.
How about that? Pretty good right there.
Yeah,
Two of those guys end up in the NFL.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at it 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. He's got time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. At the end of one, 14-13. That's our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers, their defense heading back out there. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Well, sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Here's a give to Miller, and he'll power his way up near the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Let's go. Green 39.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Well, my friend, time permitting here. Happy Thanksgiving week.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
What's on your plate Thanksgiving? What's your go-to?
My go-to? Well, obviously you got to have the turkey.
The bird.
A little bird right
Yep.
away. And, you know, no rookie jokes about, you know, having to get that like the NFL teams do. But got to have that. I love the yams. I can't help myself. Those yams with a little marshmallow on top.
That's a waste of time.
A waste of time.
Yeah.
A little cranberry sauce.
Also a waste of time.
Boy, you drive a hard bargain. I do love the gravy poured on top.
I'll go with you on the gravy. Need that
Mashed
corn.
potatoes, baby.
I do go sweet potatoes, corn and green bean casserole, some biscuits.
I can't believe you call any food a waste of time. What is wrong with you?
10 yards to go on 3rd. Again, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Grimes. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Complete to Mumphrey. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
So they're operating in the red zone. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They go play action here on first down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. Brock Osweiler now heading out there to get set to go here on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll run with Miller. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
There's no secret to beating a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center. And oftentimes, he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility. But somehow, you got to figure out how to move him. And most teams will double the nose. Center and a guard trying to move him to one side or the other. And when they're able to do that successfully, as just happened here, that's when you get big-time running plays.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Down, Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Still second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, Osweiler underneath for Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. The return man, Griff Whalen. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. They come up in an offset eye. On the counter, here's Gordon. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Rivers now from the 50. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down now after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's hauled in here by Edmond. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Miller, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Hey, partner, side note here, because I got to get our man Bernie Beaudry in.
Oh, is that the guy, right?
Yeah, the audio guy who got demolished by Linval Joseph, 330-pounder for the Vikings, running out of the tunnel.
That was something because when I saw him go across and then he got hit, I was thinking about the gauntlet drill we used to run when I was a player. You try to run in a small space and not get tackled. And Bernie didn't quite make it, but here's the best part, though. He's okay.
Yep.
You saw him at the end. All smiles, laughed it off, and now we will always know Bernie Beaudry's name.
He does need a new pair of glasses. And now a first down following that long gain. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, Osweiler. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. On second down, Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Osweiler now to throw on third down. This will be caught at about the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues. And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. They'll
try to punch it in with Miller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. This is Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Novak's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
First down, Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Get it. He has been busy today. Whoosh. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Chargers didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, Gordon's going to spin out of trouble, and he's going for the 79-yard touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Chargers with possession halfway through 1. Benjamin's able to make the catch in traffic, and this play will go for 6, which takes the lead to 8. Texans have it early in the 2nd. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd down and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Miller, the lone setback. Osweiler. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Osweiler drops it to Blue, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now Osweiler on first down. Caught here by Griffin. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing again, Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block. And right now, he's almost unstoppable.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Finding time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now Gordon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
To throw is Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down following the run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And underneath here to McCluster. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now movement up front. I think this will be on San Diego.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Rivers now on 2nd down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. Now movement up front. I think this will be on San Diego.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Green, 39.
The throw on first down with Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Now it's Miller. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now Osweiler on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Trying to lay one up deep. Got his man. It's the rookie Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work out? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but Guys like Lynn Swann, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Whalen now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Lamar Miller, the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score. There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown. Novak to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles. Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. They go play action here on first down. Inman has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it. Play fake here on first down. He's got time. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 34 yards. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a 1st down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their 1st down magic.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 1st down.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on 1st down. Now 20 yards to go. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Rivers throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now movement up front. I think this will be on San Diego.
False start. Offense. Still 3rd down.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's caught at the 2. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dontrell Inman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. It's Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. The rookie from Ohio State, Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Osweiler on second down. Surveying the field. Completion left side to Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Miller, the lone setback. On second down, Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Look at the spin. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. A first down carry now for Miller. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third and short. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd and 1, Osweiler finding time. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out, and the Texans will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that makes it a 9-point game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Second down, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
All right, here we go.
Now Osweiler. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, a 22. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers, and now the running back's got some room to roam.
He's got time in the pocket, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. inside the red zone the offense will operate.
Watching now, Barney.
For the carry, it's Grimes. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Again, they'll run it with Grimes. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Novak's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw here for Rivers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rivers now to throw on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Throwing again, Rivers on second and 10. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And that'll make it third down. defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll throw again. Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Rivers again. Right side catch. This is Gates. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Rivers on 1st down. He's got time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again here, Rivers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Still 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver. 40 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Lambeau on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Double tight, guys, double tight. No. 3 down.
They come out here in the eye. Lamar Miller. And he's going to be brought. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it again with Miller. And this time not. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Osweiler to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.